Okay, firstly,
Yes.
I feel like we must acknowledge the fact that we've got a jingle.
Yes!
I know.
We've got a lot of new things going on.
Yeah. And we've got lots of friends helping us, actually, which has been amazing.
Absolutely
Thank you,
wonderful people.
everybody.
Yes. And now that we've made it 4 episodes in, we are, trying to make things better and
have a structure.
Yes, have a structure and, make everything cohesive.
Yes. But I want to thank Garnet because he's the one who did this beat for us. Thank you. We love you. And so many other people helped us. Wesley with the logo, Sean with our sound from the beginning. Yeah, so thanks guys, thank you.
So much help from so much people and so much support actually for the podcast as well.
Yeah.
So thank you. Honestly.
Yes, thank you.
It's wonderful. But do subscribe.
Please subscribe.
This is something we need to do now. So we're playing around with structure, with things and please be active in the comments. Let us know what you want to see,
which
books you want to read, or just interact with us, man.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, because we don't have many followers, so we'll definitely see all your comments.
Absolutely.
And reply.
And we'll acknowledge and reply and do all the things so that we know what we're doing right and what we're not doing so right.
Yes.
I think that's fair.
And then if anyone's wondering why we are constantly in hotel rooms, subscribe to find out.
Yeah.
In the next episode, actually. You'll find out
next episode.
Why we're in hotel rooms all the time and what's going on and construction. Even I'm looking up, there's construction, there's people on the windows, there's traffic.
It's all happening today, but this is what it is.
But so here we go. The premiere, the release of, the first time hearing of the jingle.
Yes!
And cue.
Red lip.
And 4 episodes.
How dare they?
How dare they?
Before we get to Bridgerton, we have a word of the week.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yes.
So, remember what I said? New segments, new things.
Okay, this
new
is
formats,
a cool
new
segment.
orders. So, but I think, let me just go where this word of the week sort of originated from is because we're both obviously South African girlies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've got, I went on Google, and we've got 12 official languages. Yes.
What was it before? 11, eh?
I think it was 11. We've got 12 now.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
Which is amazing.
Uh-huh.
But at least 35 languages are spoken in South Africa. That's considering obviously smaller like tribes and places, for example.
Yes.
But 12 are official.
Okay.
I do not want to butcher any of this. But there are 12. Is it Ndebele? Ndebele, Pedi. And then...
To be honest, I'm also Zulu. So Zulu people are the worst when it comes to other people's languages. We are so bad. A lot of my Tswana and Sotho friends will complain that I butcher their languages when I try and say things because our tongues are so hard. We are so... not rough. I don't want to say we're rough.
Our English is aggressive.
It's aggressive, yeah, exactly.
Aggressive.
So my accent when it comes to trying or attempting other people's languages is always a little harsh because of the way I speak my language.
Yeah.
So to be fair, I just want to put that disclaimer out there before people are like, ugh, it's not said like that. It's
come for us. But we're trying our best, y'all. We're trying our best.
Yes, exactly.
And then... Not Soto, wasn't it?
Sesotho.
Yes, I was like, isn't it Sutu? Why have they spelled it like
No, that's how it's spelled.
Is it?
Yeah,
but it's
I think an O
Sutu.
sounds like an ooh in
Because I was gonna be like, I know it's Sotho, but it's spelled like that, and I'm not out here trying to
say it wrong.
Trying to offend or say something.
Yeah, it's Sotho.
And then South African Sign Language.
Okay.
That would also be cool.
Oh, obviously, yes.
Learn a little bit of, yeah. And then Swazi.
Yes.
Tsonga. Tswana. I don't know. Venda. Yeah. Afrikaans. Is it Xhosa?
It's Xhosa.
I can't. No.
On the side.
No. I think I'll get there.
No, you will, friend.
I'll get there. I really will get there. But it's the fact that we had a white lady teaching us. Is it Xhosa in
That
high
was me in
school?
primary school, I think, actually. Yeah.
I mean...
In high school, obviously, it wasn't. But in primary school,
Yes.
yes. I think we also had a white lady teaching us. Well, Zulu.
I mean, no offense.
No,
but it's like
hey,
facts.
bruh, they were trying, I guess.
They were
for that time.
You know, and then Zulu and English, of course, which is the primary language used.
Yeah,
I actually don't think so.
I think it's. I don't know.
I don't believe so.
Do you not believe so?
No, because when they give votings, like statistics and things of the country, our country is like I think it's 80%. Not 80%, but it's like high percentage of black people.
Yes,
that don't speak English as their first language.
Yes, but they also don't speak the same languages. You know what I mean? Like that's what makes English almost the easier language to join at, because we all learn it in school.
Yes, that
do you
makes
know?
sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't speak Afrikaans. So if anyone approaches me with Afrikaans, I mean, I understand it because I learned it in school. Yes,
so if
I
someone
understand
speaks, if you speak Zulu to me, I won't understand.
Which I understand because you also grew up. Where did you grew up in the Western Cape?
Yes.
So
Western Cape coloured household.
Yeah.
So,
but if you had to
Afrikaans.
learn Black African language,
Yes.
it would be isiXhosa rather than Zulu, because Zulu
Yes,
is
they've
more
got-
in KZN, parts of Gauteng. You know that kind of vibe. Yeah. So
That's
you
amazing.
wouldn't have learned
isiZulu
vele.
Yes.
But I think I don't know. I think English is sort of almost the language that we come together at, because we all
we
kind
sort
of
of
learn
meet
it. Most of
halfway.
us learn
Yes.
it in school. Let me
Yes.
not say all of us learn it in
Yeah.
school. Yeah, so
Because I know people who speak Afrikaans also can't speak English.
yes, I know a lot of people like that. There's like a mutual friend of ours.
Yes.
Yeah, who always says he learned.
We know.
Yes, yeah. So
The
he
mutual
only
friend.
started learning English after
Yes.
moving.
Oh, what a sweetie pie.
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh. Okay, anyway, so today, because I can only speak English, Afrikaans, and a lot of bullshit, our word will be in Afrikaans, and I think it's perfect, actually. Like, the word just like, yes, because it's a Bridgerton episode. The word be, as in like bzz,
Oh, yes.
in Afrikaans is bay.
Bay.
Yes.
Oh, bay.
Ooh, bay. Exactly. I was like, ooh. But it's spelled B-Y.
B-Y.
But I was like, it was so fitting because Bay and Colin and the Bee and Bridgerton.
Yes, I love that actually.
Yeah.
Bay.
So in terms of like, a sentence is like there's a bee on the flower is something of, that's a bay op die blom.
Okay.
So bay.
Daar's 'n by op die blom.
Oh, there's a bee on the flower.
I'm always nervous when I speak Afrikaans because I know my accent is not right. I learned it as a second language, but because I'm from Durban, we don't speak Afrikaans there. No, there are people who speak Afrikaans, obviously, but yeah, we're
That
not
is
great.
true.
Yeah,
Like the handful of times I've been to Durban, you don't hear
Afrikaans
much
as often. Yeah. So, although like my neighboring high school, back in the day when I was in high school, was an Afrikaans school, like fully Afrikaans, and I think there are a couple of, Afrikaans schools in KZN, obviously, because there are people who do speak Afrikaans, but it's just that it's not generally, I don't think it's generally, as popular, I guess.
South Africa is so interesting.
It's very interesting.
I love
It is very interesting.
Because if you move over to Bloemfontein's, I've got a lot of friends from Bloemfontein.
Yeah.
And most of them are black as well.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And they Afrikaans.
Is Stella, as in like savor Afrikaans. Hey, look at how good I am.
love it.
Yeah.
I go then, oh my god, they speak Afrikaans and then English and then Zulu and then Venda and I go, wow, I can do nothing.
Yeah.
I'm useless as a person.
No, friend,
So
you're not
yes,
useless.
I can barely speak. I can barely speak English or Afrikaans, honestly.
Oh, friend.
Yeah. But I will learn.
We will learn.
We will learn.
They.
Bay. Very cute.
Okay, I love that.
Bay.
That's the word of the day. Bae.
Then, friend, how was your week?
Good.
Good.
It was actually good. No, wait, let's reverse. It was a travel week
Yes.
into a busy week. So, because of that, it was tiring. But it's actually been a good week.
It has.
It's been a good week, I think, yeah. We're in a new territory.
Yes, we haven't seen each other in a little bit.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks.
In a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Once again, subscribe to find out why.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And
we've
yours,
been
how's it
traveling.
been?
It's been okay. I don't know. It's just flown by like this also.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, but Bridgerton's been holding us through this week.
Bruh. That was the only thing I was waiting for this week. I won't even lie to you. I was like, Bridgerton is
I'm like
happening.
counting down the hours. I'm like,
this
should
is
I go
it.
sleep or should I wait
Or
for
wait.
the time to arrive?
It actually came out earlier than I expected to yesterday.
It came out
expected
at
it to,
12 our time. Because we've got a weird time zone difference also of like
yes,
3.5 hours.
Yeah.
I was like, babes, where does the half an hour come from? Where does she
Are we
come
in
from?
between lines? What is happening? Yeah.
So I was
but
like,
anyway.
usually it's easy, goes 2 hours, okay, plus 2
Yes.
hours. I'm like, 2.5 hours.
I didn't realize we had half.
I
hour.
went, okay, now I
time
did maths
differences.
in school, but y'all are not allowed to make me do maths like that. What if it's like 11:45, then you go, huh?
So what time is it at home?
11:45. I chose violence for that time. 11:45 is 10:45 in writing. So I
Yes.
would plus the half an hour first, 11:15, and then the next 2 hours.
Wait, are we
12,
calculating back to home?
Oh,
Yeah,
home is
calculate back to home.
backwards.
So quarter
Minus
to,
30.
so 7:45, and then
Quarter to
so it's
11.
7:15. It would be 7:15 at home.
11:15.
I think. Yeah. No. Yeah, 10:45 minus 3 hours, 7:45
Isn't it?
minus 30 minutes.
I was
Quarter
3.5 hours. Not
3.5. Yeah, 3.5.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Friend, your maths is maths. Then.
Look at our math.
Your maths.
No.
Intelligence. Intelligent.
That was.
We stand. Friend, no, I can barely do my own tax, please. Don't even. But yes, we are in India, Mumbai, aka Bombay.
Yes. Or
Bombay?
Yeah, Bombay. I think it's
it was
Bombay.
Bombay.
It was Bombay. Yes.
Sorry. Yeah.
I think it was Bombay. No, I think not. I
What do you
think
think
it was
about
Bombay.
India so far?
Interesting. No, I'm being genuine,
Yes,
friend. It's
yes.
very interesting. A lot of people, obviously.
Overpopulated, I think, honestly.
Yeah. But the people are very nice.
They
All the
are,
people
they
we've come
are
across
in
have been
general.
very. It reminded me a lot of Thailand in this in the greeting and the feel of like Zen.
Yes, because
Well,
they do the
I
whole
mean,
namaste.
Yes. When
Yes.
interacting with certain
Yes.
people, obviously.
Yeah.
In the streets, it is hectic. The streets are hectic.
And these are actual streets.
These are actual streets.
When they say you in these streets,
you are in
This is what
these
they meant.
streets. Yeah.
the restaurant we went to, the food,
I'm gonna leave here
Rose.
a heifer lump. Like, I eat curry at
What did you say? Could you say that in 0.5 speed for me?
I'm sorry. I used to say that as a kid, a heifer lump. I don't know. There's no such thing. But I'm going to eat myself into a coma.
I love it.
Is what is going to happen.
As
I
you
eat
should.
curry at breakfast. Some people keep saying, I can't eat 2 curry meals one after the other. And I'm like, yes, I can.
Friend from Durban, though.
Of course I can.
Best curry in
do you know what I mean?
Africa.
Exactly. Well, some people would disagree, but I definitely think the best curry is in
Durban
Durban.
shows us flames.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah, exactly. But some other places actually also, because I know in Kenya they do have like goat curry and things like that. And yeah, so
I definitely need to explore my own
continent, friend.
more.
Definitely, I think there's
Because
amazing
we're out here
places.
going outside of the continent. Meanwhile, but that curry, my word!
So we went to a place where they give you like little tasters.
Little tasters of all the
Yes,
curries
of
on
all
the
the
menu.
curries.
So
Then
there
you
was
taste
like
a little and pick one.
there was like 16.
I can't even remember how many there were.
It was absolutely incredible.
Yes.
And then you take your little spoon and he goes, okay, this one, and you
And he
taste.
describes and he tells you what it is and what's in
my
it.
God.
And then you get to choose what meat you want to put in or
Yes,
what vegetable
and
you want with it and all of that,
Yes.
which was really, really cool.
And which side you wanted.
Exactly.
Like the lemon rice or the normal rice.
Or the coconut rice.
Oh.
That was amazing.
My mouth is watering.
And the
I'm
appam.
hungry.
Is it appam?
Appam?
Appam. It's a bread.
Ooh.
Like a flatbread. It was so good.
Oh.
It was like rice. We were actually talking about it. It was like a rice bread, or I don't know what it was actually.
Wasn't it that I was giving
like maize
pancake?
Yes, pancake.
I mean, you
vibe.
smelt it.
So good.
Oh my
So
goodness.
good. So good. No,
You know
that
the place
meal-
is good when I would have just eaten that lemon rice and have been happy.
Me too.
Done.
The lemon rice was enough.
I would
for
have been
me.
happy.
I know. That place was the bomb.
I want to go back.
Maybe we could
I think we should.
before we leave.
Because-
Or maybe we should find another place.
We should. I do have a whole list. So
Okay.
I have a wonderful friend in India who sent me a list of things.
Okay, cool.
So we've got to go do that.
My
But-
sister has a friend actually who's from Mumbai as well. So maybe I'll ask her to get some suggestions.
for foods.
Yeah.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. Okay, now,
Yes.
friend, a new little thing that I'm very excited about here
Okay, cool.
for us. So
Yes.
let's play, not play a game,
Uh-huh.
but let's do a little Bridgerton. Let's get into the reason why we have
We are
gathered.
here.
Dearest gentle readers.
Readers.
Dearest gentle red lip readers.
Yes. Oh, we've got red lip readers.
And I'm not even talking about the book club, I'm just...
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, I feel like, should we have a name for our, 24 people that we've got subscribed?
Okay, we'll think of one. Or suggest one.
Please.
Please
And let's
suggest
get,
a name and let's
tell
get
your
some
friend,
nice...
tell your grandma, tell your niece, tell your uncle, tell
Yes.
your neighbor.
Tell everyone.
Tell everyone.
Exactly.
Please share all our things, interact with our things. Let's try and get that subscription up.
Yeah,
You
I think
know?
that should be the
Yeah.
goal. For the next couple of months, we just keep
Yes,
getting
let's
the
just...
subscriptions up.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so a little Bridgerton, this or that. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay,
I'm ready.
so the first one, in terms of thinking of Penelope or the color in general or anything, she changes her.
Good look.
She gets a glow up. I mean, she was gorgeous before anyway.
She was, but that yellow.
But they did a dirty. The yellow wasn't my problem. They did a dirty with those little poodle curls. With those little. Because even the actress who plays Penelope.
Yes.
Because they changed Netflix's icon.
Oh yes, I
They
saw
gave
that.
her-
Yes.
Before that,
Yes.
she was out here. Even she was like, I can finally change my icon because these poodle noodle
Poodle
curls were not it.
No, they weren't. They were not it. But I think that's the point. The point is that she gets like a glow up when you look at the book. When you read the book, it's like she's changed. She's just like shed her old skin.
Yes, she can actually just get into her own. Because it's a mother who was like,
absolutely,
yellow is such a happy color. I go, babes for whoosh.
Yes,
I'm like, she looks sad in that yellow dress. Anyway,
yellow and pink also. She would put yellow and pink. Like pink flowers on the yellow dress.
And those colors are nice, but not for her.
Not for her.
Not for her
also,
gorgeous, pale Irish skin.
Right?
Not for that.
Yeah, no.
So, my this or that is yellow or blue.
Okay, wait. Are we saying for her or for ourselves? Do you get what I'm saying? My question is
for both, actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
for her,
general.
Absolutely blue.
Not. Yes.
Absolutely blue. Yes.
Hands down.
Absolutely.
Because I was thinking of this question. I was like, because friend, you slay in a yellow.
I love a yellow.
You look gorgeous in yellow.
It's different on my skin, obviously.
I look horrendous in yellow. Horrible. No.
So, okay, but fair. You know what I mean? You need to know what works with your skin tone.
Yes.
Exactly.
But
So
I feel like you can wear any color.
No.
I think so. Name a color you can't wear. I'll wait. I'll wait.
There's lots of colors I can't wear. I just can't think of them right now because you put me on the spot.
Oh, sorry.
I can't wear.
I'm thinking of every color. I'm like going by, even the pastels. I'm like, friend, you look nice in every color.
I'm sure there's a color that I couldn't wear. I just haven't.
Maybe like an awkward gray, maybe.
Or an awkward green.
No, I think any tone of green would work with you, actually.
Okay, you know what? That's gonna be my mission now, to find a color that doesn't work.
The color
because I can't think of one right now.
Yes.
But it's also because I tend to choose the same colors. Yes. So I'll find a color that doesn't work.
Also, now that we're mentioning colors, there's this thing we should do on the podcast maybe one day. I think we can do it ourselves, but there was this massive ongoing trend that started in Korea. I think it's still a big thing, and I loved it. It's where they'd go to a color matching person and find out what suits your skin best. And then she would go with there's winter colors, which are darker, deeper, your band sort of color.
Yeah, okay.
And then it'd be summers, which is still darker but bright. And then there's pastels, and there's this and there's that. And they even put silver gold jewelry, which suits you better, which hair color would be best with your skin.
Who does this?
Love it.
Who does this? Who says this? Is there a person whose job it is to do this?
Yes, a color matching person.
Oh,
no, really.
That is so cool, though. I did not know.
Amazing. It's amazing.
Okay, cool. I didn't know there was a thing like that, and I did not know that it was all the rage.
Yeah, it's amazing. Because obviously, people don't. I feel like you know what looks good on you, but to have it someone who's qualified
it's almost down to a science,
basically.
Yes,
because to do it your undertone,
yes,
whether it's grayer or it's cool or warm
or yellow
and all of those
things.
Yeah,
okay,
and
cool.
your eye color, it's I love it.
Okay, cool. I'd be keen to do that.
Fabulous. We can try and do that ourselves.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Anyway, so blue in terms of Penelope. I agree.
Absolutely.
Personally, also blue.
Okay. But you and Penelope have a similar undertone, actually.
Because I'm quite pale.
You are pale, but you've got a rosy undertone, like a pinkish undertone.
I don't think I've got a cool undertone because gold jewelry I think also works best
on you.
Yes.
I've actually never seen you in silver.
I've got one pair of silver earrings with me.
Okay.
For the odd outfit that requires it of me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I love gold.
Yeah, I think I've got more of a yellow undertone, so I tend to
think so. Also towards gold.
Yeah, I lean towards gold, but I can wear silver depending. Yes. But I lean towards gold. I do lean towards gold.
Gold is lovely. I do love it. Now, next.
Yes.
Mr. Colin Bridgerton. Do you even want to hear the other option?
Give me the other options. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Colin Bridgerton or Lord Tebling?
No. Obviously, Colin.
Say less.
Colin. Absolutely.
Ab
And shame, no shade on Lord Dibling.
Lord Dibling.
But Colin, obviously. But
Yes.
now, Anthony, Benedict, or Colin.
Colin.
It's a this, or that.
Colin.
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 I don't know. I won't lie to you. I don't know.
Can't we just make it a Subway sandwich? Can't we just make it a sandwich and have all
of them? Let's have all of them.
We can take turns.
But definitely Colin over
But
Dibling.
Colin, as of now, but the thing with Lord Dibling
Uh-huh.
is that in the beginning, though, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, you know what, Colin, you're doing my girl Penelope dirty.
Right.
So
this is the
you
thing.
you can respectfully, actually disrespectfully, you can go away.
You can.
Because I did not expect a scene with Colin and two other women.
Friend.
I was like, Colin,
sir, this is not the way to behave.
I was like, Colin, no, sweetie.
And also, the book doesn't make him sound like he's out in the streets.
No, but Colin was out here
in the streets.
When I saw that, I went,
yeah, no, me too.
Eh?
I was also like, no. But I don't know how I feel about that because, I don't know, they don't talk about him having much of a sex life outside of, you assume, maybe I did assume a little bit because he was traveling that maybe he was doing all the things, but also it's not really mentioned.
Yes.
Or am I
in
wrong?
In the book, I think they they allude to the fact that he was like
out here,
but when he was traveling,
yes,
but they just mention it and then it happens and then it's gone.
Okay, I guess that's
it's like
right.
one sentence.
Yes, yeah, no, you're right.
But
actually.
when I saw this, Fred,
it's like, no, he was out here.
I'm like, he is out
here.
here.
He is out here.
He is out here
true.
in the streets.
Yeah, no,
I was like,
he was busy.
Colin, baby, put that lady's boob away. I'm like,
and focus.
Honey, stay in your lane. But in the beginning, I was like, no, because Netflix and Instagram also played with us, though. Because I thought Lord Dibling's personality would be different.
I thought he would be way more interesting.
I thought he would
Although I remember, I feel like I read about him in another book. Well, one of the books.
He's not in. He wasn't in Colin.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. Though. But I think I read about because I remember there being because I read all of them, but obviously so long ago.
Yes.
That I can't remember the details of the other books. This one I remember some of the details because I recently reread it. But the others, I feel like he was there as a naturalist, like this guy who was obsessed with plants and things like that, but not in this book, obviously.
Yes.
And I still expected him to be way more interesting, despite the fact that he was single-minded in terms of his interests. You know, his interests were in the environment or whatever, but I still wanted him to be a lot more interesting so that he was a valid contender.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And the thing that, I guess because he's not in the book, he isn't really a contender in that world. He's only a contender because he's in the Netflix world trying to, hit on Penelope. But I felt like he was boring. Like, he wasn't...
They make it too easy for us
for
to
Colin. Yes, no, she needs to go back to Colin.
They make it way
it was too easy. It was too easy.
I don't care that he was not as interesting or boring.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like the fact that he wasn't interested enough in Penelope in the way that I wanted him to be.
I see.
Like the way they showed on the trailers, I thought he was gonna be, like smitten.
Really, yes.
Like he obviously likes her in the series,
and it's more that he is okay with her being the person that he spends his life
but
with.
I think I was like, come on, Lord Dibling, like
do more,
do more, babes, because like he's hot.
Yeah, like
he's hot.
I think
and he's nice, and he knows what he wants.
Yes,
and he was ready
which
for
is
marriage.
very attractive.
But when she was like, "Do you have now, do you ever think you have space or the capacity to
love?
To love? And he goes, what does he say?
My work.
He says, no, my work is taking up too much space in my heart. I don't think. I'm like,
what kind of an answer is that?
I'm like, you've lost her.
Yeah.
Bye. Done. Yeah. You've lost her. You've lost
also,
me. And you've lost everyone who wanted pebbling to be a thing.
And also the fact that you couldn't read that moment to be like, maybe come up with a way to say, look, maybe I could, you know?
Yes, because she was so ready to give him everything.
Yeah,
she was
to
like,
give up on
she was like,
Colin.
okay, bye, Colin, and whatever. And like,
I'm gonna just do this.
Her face was saying so much.
Yeah.
But like the man he is, we did not read the situation.
Yeah, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
And I don't think he was capable of reading the situation. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think he is, like, he very much is focused on his work, and it wasn't really...
Okay, I'm gonna disagree. I think that's a lie.
What do you mean?
He saw the way she looked at Colin.
Yes.
And then he was like, that's the reason why you sit in your window. Like, I'm not gonna marry someone that still
is in love with someone else. But he was unable to read the situation between him and her to sort of move it to the next stage, I think, by giving her not false hope. Like, I don't think it was that. It was just that honesty of, listen, we can build a life, and because that was very much the era where people got married not in love, but they grew to love each other, even if it wasn't super passionate but his reasoning was practical. It's very much practical. You sit at that window staring at Colin, or staring at the house where Colin lives. Yes. So clearly you're not really you're into him, and I'm going to be gone for, I think 3 years. He goes for 3 years. I'm going to be gone for 3 years. I can't afford for my wife to be at home with an attachment to someone else while I'm away for 3 years. That's how I understood what he was saying, that something might happen while I'm away for 3 years.
Definitely.
Because clearly there's something between you.
Yes. But also, who's going away for 3 years without their wife? I know, different time.
Yes, it was a different time. Yes, true.
I go, take her with, man. Where are you going?
No, but you're right, different time. And I think, had he felt the emotions for someone else, like whoever he ended up with, let's say he felt the emotions for Penelope, then it would have been a completely different situation. He might not have gone away, or he would have taken her with him. Do you know what I mean? So, because he didn't feel that passion or that attraction, he was like, you know what, I just need to get a wife so I can have babies at home, and I'm going to carry on pursuing what I want to pursue. But
my other question is, so those stills that Netflix put up, or Bridgerton put up, of of her like sitting on the grass, and then him holding a year, that did not happen in episode 1 to 4.
So you think they can't be more. They've got other things to figure out now.
I know.
Debling's gone. I don't think they're going to happen from episode 5 to...
Do you think he's gone?
He has to, friend. I don't think...
Those stills did not happen in 1 to 4 unless I was just not paying attention properly.
But I think that was because they just gave us things that weren't true.
Why would they give us...
that?
Why would they feed us false hopes and dreams?
Because so you can come and watch the show.
The way they made it look, I was like,
it was going to be a lot more.
I was like, man,
there was going to be an attraction. There was going to be like a real Colin has to like fight for her attention type of situation.
Colin. Even the comments, people were like, oh, Colin,
it's rough for you, sir.
He's coming for your girl.
Yes. But I don't think he's going to feature in the next couple of episodes. But also
Colin makes it very difficult because I go, sir, so where did all this riz come from? Where did all this charm come from?
Yes, but it was from the streets, clearly. He went out there and he learned how to talk to girls. He learned how to say the things.
Because I'm like...
I found it a bit annoying, actually. To be honest, I was like, ugh. Every time he was like,
yes,
you know, I was like, when he picks up that freaking glove, kisses.
Episode 1 and 2 is like, hello, ladies.
Yes, and wink, and I was like, sir. But I guess they had to show that he's a different man.
Yes.
He is a different guy. And when you, after reading the book as well, I do feel like that was him trying to differentiate himself from his brothers. Do you get what I'm saying? So because he's always described as the charming, happy-go-lucky guy in the book, I think it was him just being like, yeah, all the ladies love me, and I'm just gonna, talk to all the ladies, make them feel good about themselves, because that's what he did. He basically, and I think that's what they were trying to portray in that, to show that he makes the girls feel good about themselves, makes them laugh, they giggle when he's around. Life is great because Colin is great.
Yeah.
And I think that was the point, I guess.
Probably. Yes, because even in the book, yes, he's
in
known
the
as
book,
like
he's
the charming, happy-go-lucky.
Which is the thing he doesn't like.
Because even in the series, when he's walking with like Benedict, and then the girls are looking, and then Benedict goes, "No, I think they're looking at you,
sir.
They're looking at you, not at me."
Yes.
But Miss Benedict also, man.
This is why I asked you, Anthony Benedict or Colin, because Mr. Benedict is busy.
She's showing personality though.
So much personality.
I was like,
and I actually like his personality because
I do,
because it's very, I don't know, I just like his personality. I enjoy him as a character. I enjoy him, and I think you know what it is. It's almost like he's a mashup between Anthony and Colin. Because he hasn't got as much responsibility as Anthony, so he doesn't have the world on his shoulders. But he's still serious because he is the second son who, God forbid, would have to take over if anything happened to Anthony.
Yes.
And then, but he's got the freedom a little bit of the freedom that Colin has.
Yes.
Because Colin is the third son, so it's like chances of me taking over are very slim. So he's out here living his best life. So he's got a little bit of that freedom and which is a nice blend of the two characters.
Okay.
I think
the biggest difference is that they also emphasized in the book as Colin also changes and becomes like not serious Colin, but like that switch that happens when he's with his friends around the table and they go, speaking about this girl and this girl, and then they go, tell us about your conquest.
This was in the movie, in the series. Sorry.
Yes, literally, I think episode 3 or 4.
I remember that. Yes,
episode 4.
Yes,
and then he was like, you can see where this change happens, and he goes, "Are you not bored of speaking about this? Are you not lonely?
Yeah.
Do you not, And then that's where that change sort of happens, I think, because suddenly Colin's like.
He's like,
serious.
I need
and
serious
dark
things
and
in life
and yes.
Also the way they dressed him. Yes. Yes.
That chest hair is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Chest hair, yes.
Yes. He's winning with the chest hair.
Please keep your shirt off at all times. I love how they just opened immediately in the carriage also in the first episode.
Oh yes, when he's busy getting dressed.
Like, brother, under which sun?
I love
under
Benedict.
Which foreign sun have you become so sturdy?
You see, Benedict has such character. I love him. Yeah. This is why I asked that question of the three.
Honestly, in real life, Benedict probably.
I think so, because he's got a nice balance of both personalities, both sides. Yeah.
Wow.
I think so.
Under which sun? Oh, I loved it. I
did love
Benedict
it. I feel like I wish there had been more. I won't lie.
More?
I don't know. Maybe
more episodes?
Well, more episodes, obviously. But because they did imply that it would be racy from day one. And it wasn't really racy from day one between Penelope and Colin.
No, but
Colin, we had Anthony and Kate
from the get-go.
From day one.
And I'm out here watching this in public on my phone. And I went, ooh. Yeah. God, they're hot.
They are.
That's a sexy couple.
Beautiful couple.
They've got, there's this easiness now also.
Yes, between the two of them, yes.
She looks like relaxed.
Yes.
And her clothes say less.
Yes.
A little bit of like, because they are Indian of origin, are they not?
Yes, they are.
Yes,
they are
a
in
little
the
bit
book.
of that,
I mean,
those
in the
details.
series.
Like
Yes.
the earrings and the little sari inspired. Oh,
Yes.
I love them.
I do love them as well. I
I
love
shed
them.
a single tear when I watched them dance. I was like,
And he gives her that kiss
yes,
in the middle of, oh, that's so sweet.
and she just,
yeah, yeah, I did love that as well.
it's absolutely gorgeous. Yes.
Oh, Benedict busy with, who's this, what's her name?
Lady someone, but she was married.
No, yeah, I think her husband passed away.
Yes.
She was a widow.
I also
Yes.
do. I like her personality as well.
I like her.
They suit each other.
Very much like,
Does she?
I don't
do
need
they end
you.
up together? Actually?
No
way.
No.
Okay.
He's gonna end up with Sophie. Yeah.
I've
She
not
hasn't
read that
been.
one
She
yet.
hasn't been introduced yet. Well, in the series.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited for your season.
Yeah, me too. I think it's
Actually.
gonna be amazing because I do love him. I do love his character. I do.
He's got such sparkle.
Mm.
But I must say, I think the way Colin apologized and the way he delivers his like those monologues where he goes, it's the I burn for you moment.
Yes.
I must say, he does it very well.
He does. He does
Because
it very
his
well.
eyes have like this like sparkle
Yes.
where they almost look as if they like just glossing a little
A
bit.
little bit,
And he
yes.
looks like a little boy, like with his lashes. I was like, wow.
He does it very well, and I think he was very well cast for that role.
Oh, definitely.
Because also, when he was still, because I think there's a bit of a thing about him also, obviously thinning down and becoming more manly in his features, like he becomes more chiseled.
They've
And you
left a
see
little bit of a shadow on there for him. 'Cause
Yes.
I think he's got a baby face in general.
in life, yes.
But they've left a little bit, because with Anthony they shaved clean.
Yeah.
But with him they've left a little bit of
of
like a shadow.
Yes. And before, it felt like he was a boy trying to play grown up.
Yes.
That's how it felt in the previous seasons, because when he almost marries her cousin, and I've forgotten people's names again, but when he almost marries her cousin, it's like this little boy who's like, I'm gonna do this, I'm here, I'm gonna, I'm in love, and all of that. And then when he discovers that the cousin, the male cousin who firstly that she's pregnant and she was trying to saddle him with a baby that wasn't his. He gets upset, runs away, but he needs to get away.
Yes.
That's the first time he goes away in that. And then he comes back for season 2, where he discovers or realizes that their cousin, the male heir, is actually I think he's just cheating people out of money. Basically, he's got a pretend mine in the Caribbean. Remember that when the Featherington Lord Featherington.
This is the Featherington's cousin you're talking about.
Yes,
now.
the male Featherington cousin who comes. And then the mother's kind of attracted to him.
I was gonna say, was that
that weird attraction, but then she gets.
Wasn't it their uncle?
Well, the girl's uncle, but the cousin of the father.
Oh,
do you remember that? Like he was somehow related to the father,
and he was supposed to get married to the daughter. And the daughter also low-key fell in love with him, but then he
kind of fancied the mom.
Yes.
Him
and the mom did a little wah-wah, and I was like,
oh, this is awkward.
I was like, Game of Thrones, babes. It's giving, no, stop.
But that's when where he exposed him, and he was like, trying to protect the family, but it still felt like a kid trying to be an adult. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When he came to protect them and just save them, it still felt. Whereas this season, he feels more like a man.
Suave.
He feels more like a man this season. Yes, absolutely.
Definitely giving daddy energy this season.
Daddy energy.
100%.
Absolutely.
I love that for him.
I do love that for him. And I think growth comes with like experiences.
Yes.
At that point, he hadn't really seen much of the world. So he thought he was grown, but grown from a place. Because as well, I was going to say, we're discussing the book now. We're not even doing this or that.
It's fine. topic. Oh wait, we've still got some this or that. But
Okay, cool.
it's fine.
So I was gonna say, when you look at the book, you see how even the way they complain, like, I mean, not complain, but their fights, a lot of their fights are him saying society expects this from me, and her saying society treats me crap. Do you know what I mean? And he is very much coming from a place of society treats me well, society thinks I'm a great guy, society thinks that, and that's what, and I get it, I do get the frustration of sort of society having decided what you are, and even if it's good, it still sucks because it almost feels like you can't veer from that because society expects you to be this. They say you're the happy-go-lucky guy, so when you get angry, society is confused.
Yes.
You know, you're the nice guy that everyone always has a joke, always has something nice to say to someone, but now you can't be upset in public because this is what society expects. Also, you're being compared to two older brothers who have managed to do things with their lives, and you kind of feel like, okay, what do I do? Because you're being gauged on those two brothers, whereas Penelope comes from a place of society has never liked me.
Yes.
I'm not pretty enough, I'm not this enough, I'm not thin enough, I'm not all of these things. I'm not all of those things. And society doesn't like me. And I don't know where I was going with this point. Where were we coming from? Anyway, I will remember.
Oh my gosh, where were we coming from?
Where were we coming from? But anyway, I thought it was interesting, like the two different, in the book, differences of, they both complaining about society, but from two very different positions. And I think, what I was going to say is that for him, it felt like when he was doing in the previous seasons on the series, where he was doing all those things, he was coming from a place where he's coming from a good family, he's coming from a family that loves each other, and he's coming down and helping people, almost decreeing all these things. I don't know, coming from a place where life is great, and he's like, but this is how life should be, not really realizing that that's not what life is. And in this season, it almost feels like he's gone out, lived a life that wasn't around the people that love him, that wasn't around people who thought he was the greatest thing in the world, and come back as a man with some opinions and some real life experiences, rather than coming from a place where he was this little loved child.
I don't know. I think he was still, because in his writings, he still says, he's like, he explains everything like it was wonderful.
Yes.
So I still think he enjoyed that.
Yes.
I still think he was loved where he went, where he traveled and stuff.
Yeah.
He saw different things, but I still think he was loved. I think the real, slap on his hand that he finally woke up was, he thought, okay, now everything is like this. People love me, they love me back.
Yes.
Family loves me, they love me back. Okay. Penelope's always nice to me. She always worships the ground I walk on. Oh, that's not happening anymore. So I think that throws a spanner in the works.
I see. I get you, yes. Okay, I get that.
But I think she is the only, out of everyone, she's the only she's the only little thing of a real life that he gets, because I feel like she's the only person that's completely honest with him. When she's because everyone else is like, oh, Colin, and oh, mama, and oh,
a lot of that,
whatever, and then she's like, yo, why am I here? I just want to read my books and live my best.
Yes, and I do like you.
Yes,
also,
and I do like you, but you know what?
Now.
Yeah. Yes. So I feel like it's wow, it's amazing, because she knows who she is, what she loves, or what she wants to do. But society, it's.
I also feel like I don't know if she knows who she is so much as she knows who she is, but she's also she's protective of who she is, sometimes to the point where she's protective of who she is because she doesn't want people to come and, because she's always had the experience of people being harsh to her. She doesn't want people to attack who she thinks she is.
So I think she knows who she is, but she doesn't
fully
she doesn't give it to the people.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay.
So in
and Colin's probably, Eloise and Colin are probably the only people she really
knows. Yes, who she actually is.
shows who she is. I get you.
She's wonderful.
How do you feel about in the book he finds out on his own, and the fact that Eloise was sort of, I mean, when they showed what's going to happen in the future, did you watch the spoilers for, not spoilers, but the trailer for what's going to come after episode 4?
No.
It went straight, okay, you know what, watch that and then we'll see. But I thought it was interesting how, okay, no, it's fine, we'll watch that and then we'll chat about it.
Okay. No, it's
Yeah.
not, because you're talking about the book anyway, so it's gonna
Yeah,
be...
but it's not the book, so yeah, I think watch it and then we'll chat about it.
When did they release this?
No, for me it went straight from playing episode 4 as it was ending.
I
it
stopped
countdown. Did you?
it. Yes.
You know when they play like trailers afterwards?
Yes.
Yes, there was
No.
a trailer. No, you can just go to Netflix.
I should have watched it. Oh, it's because you know what happened. So this chair's there. So when you said you watched episode 4, I went, say less, made myself coffee, put the coffee on the table,
Yeah.
drank the coffee, watched the episode. Starting on this chair, it gets to the point where, oh my God, something has happened. But also their mother, Miss Violet Bridgerton.
Hey,
She's the consciousness of this whole
yes.
season.
I was thinking
The
we were
way
gonna
she
talk
just, the way she's so smooth that she goes, no, Colin, like, are you okay? She's the single most perceptive person.
She's very perceptive, but she knows her kids.
Oh my God,
She knows her
she's
children.
amazing.
The fact that she can see that Francesca,
yes,
you know, she's like, you don't have to marry that guy
yes.
just because the queen suggested him. You know what I mean?
But just by
I
her
love
look,
that about
like when
her.
she looked at
She
the
can
man,
tell.
the mother was like, okay.
So this is the one she's interested
There we
in.
are.
Mm.
Colin and Penelope's lives are so different because your friend, my heart broke every time Penelope's mother said something to her.
When she says to her that at least I'll have you for the rest of my life.
Friend, that's fine.
But
that was one of the better ones.
Yes,
right?
no, there's the harsh stuff.
Because she said that in the book as well.
Yes, no, but for me that wasn't fine because there's the harsh stuff that's very straightforward, like no one's trying to marry you, girl. And then there's the at least I'll have you for the rest of my life, basically implying there's no chance anyone's trying to marry you, and she thinks she's saying something nice. And that was my issue with it. The fact that to her, it's like, we've all accepted that you're not going to get married. So at least I'll always have you to count on for the rest of my life. Which is sad because I think it's worse when a person doesn't realize the damage they're doing with what they're saying. There's a difference between her when Colin comes to propose and she is like, oh yay! What's the younger sister in the book?
Yes.
When she says, what does she say? The younger sister. I can't remember the younger sister now because
Hyacinth.
no, not Hyacinth.
Francesca's not in the book.
No. This book, Francesca is on the other side. Felicity. Is that Felicity?
The Featheringtons have another sister in the book.
That doesn't appear in the series.
Felicity.
Yes, Felicity. And she's like, he's proposing to Felicity. Okay, Felicity. And I'm like, but he just walked in with Penelope. Like holding hands with Penelope. And you still don't see it. You still don't see that this is who he's trying to propose to.
But her character is very complex.
Yeah, I mean,
it's very
as they always are.
But no, what broke my heart the most was when I think Lord Debling was like, okay, fabulous, and then your mother says so many problematic things, but there was this one stood out the most for me, and like my heart broke. Like I think I almost cried when she was said something along the lines of like, don't get greedy, like
wanting love.
No, not even that. She was like, don't expect, more. Be thankful for what you have already because you're not going to get better, basically, than this.
Okay.
And I was like,
wow. Yeah, completely different mothers.
Because the look on Penelope's face, I go, Violet would have picked it up, that look.
Yes.
Just from that look, she would have picked up that she hurt her daughter. Meanwhile, this lady was just out here like, meh, walks away.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's a switch.
There's a switch.
There's a switch. There's that scene. The scene
When
where there's like
Debling leaves.
where Debling leaves,
Uh-huh.
and then Penelope finally loses it, and she goes, "I wish you would just
Yes, when
ask
the mom
me."
comes and says,
Yes.
what did you do?
Yes,
Lord Debling
yes.
just left. What
What
did
did
you
you do? And she
And
goes,
it's
"I
like,
wish you would just ask me
if I'm okay.
I'm okay."
Yes.
And you can see the mother also after.
Thinks-
The mother wanted to like go
Yes,
after.
yes.
But then her two stupid sisters came back and just ruined everything.
everything.
Also, it's very giving Cinderella.
Yes, very,
It's
very,
giving
very.
Cinderella
The two
with like the two
stepsisters.
stepsisters. Exactly. It's
One is an
very much
idiot, the
that.
other one is just so
yes,
mean.
and the stepmother. But it's
Yes.
giving Cinderella with Idina Menzel, the one where she
I don't
realized, the one where she actually is not a bad character, and at the end she's like, okay, nice to her daughter.
Ah,
It's giving
yes,
that
yes,
version.
yes. Okay, I remember that
It's
one.
giving that version very much so. But
I remember that one.
yeah, your shame, like
A lot.
a lot.
You said you really it resonated with you, this one.
I relate to Penelope so much. Like an unusual amount. That's why I think also that's where I was actually going. So I started on the chair watching, and then I don't know what happened. I think Colin runs after the carriage,
Yes.
or something happens. No, Debling, and then what happens? She runs to the carriage. She's busy crying. She runs. I'm pacing. Something's happening. I'm walking around this room, friend. I'm like, no, what are you doing? And then at some point, and then I jump on the moment that carriage scene started, I was like, this is it? I was like, hello? and I jump and I went, woo! I'm in this phone, friend. And then he grabbed the ankle, and then when he went here to the boob.
Like he really, it was really, yeah, well done. They did a great job.
Yeah.
They both did a great job in that scene. Because it was so believable, and it was actually, do you know what I mean? From both of their acting, it was so believable, and not crude, but beautiful, and also, it's in the carriage.
It was so romantic.
You know, it was romantic, but also just so passionate.
Yes, but sexy also.
And sexy, very sexy, absolutely.
Their chemistry is
it's on point.
lovely.
They're doing the things. They really, really are.
But wow. I can see what she meant by the season is very romantic.
Yeah.
It feels very different. This season, and there's something that not bothers me. I'm fine with it because I quite like it. But they should have done it from the beginning. Was we get a lot of sub stories all of a sudden?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Like we have the mother, then we have Francesca, then we have.
Everyone has a story. Can we just focus?
Yes,
I did also
for Penelope and Colin.
Absolutely.
Why am I? Like I almost want to fast forward things so I can just get to them.
I agree with you because I did feel like we can have people's stories happening,
but not so many.
But not so much.
Oh
also,
my God.
because most of, I don't know, I do think we need to have extra stories because otherwise we're just watching Penelope
everyone's getting
so many stories.
So many.
I just want to focus on
like
one.
the Queen's going through her thing.
Yes.
Violet and her new man's.
Oh yes, Violet.
Can I just say, I love all the chocolate daddies that are showing up.
Friend. I do love
I was
them.
like, say less. Say a purr. Anyway, and then Francesca and her, he's so cute.
He's so sweet.
He's so awkward in like the two of them. I didn't expect Francesca to be like that.
Awkward.
The way they just sat in silence. It was
it was very, very sweet.
It was sweet. And Mama's like, why are they not talking? And I'm like, babes, they're talking.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're talking. They're being silent. It's so
it
cute.
was very cute. And also especially because she's almost expected to be the Duchess. What's her name? Daphne. Because she's also very elegant,
yes, very pretty,
pretty, and not the same as Eloise,
No.
who's outspoken,
Yes,
who's just,
yes.
he's like, she's awkward, but in a different way,
Yeah.
like in a very different way. So she's almost expected to be this diamond, as the Queen would say.
Friend, why are we calling it the sparkler now? I was like, someone take us to Spur and get us a birthday cake, because that's a sparkler. That thing where they go, that's a sparkler.
I don't know, friend. I don't know.
The Queen is going through it this season. There's too many sub things.
Stories. I did also
I was
feel
like,
that.
I want more Penelope and Colin time.
Yes,
but they
I want
do
more
it
Colin.
so well
They do it
that
well.
I don't mind sitting and watching it.
Yes, they do it well, but I could afford to see less of everyone else's stories.
Yes.
We know that Benedict is out here having an affair.
Thank you.
We don't need to be reminded about
Yes.
it every 5 minutes. He's going to get a whole season where he...
Thank
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But
Yes.
I do wish it was less peppering of their stories so that we could really get into Colin and Penelope's
Yes.
story.
But I think we're going to get into it from
I hope
episode
so.
5.
I hope we get more of
Because
them.
I also realized, like, episode 1 and 2, I was like, come on. I don't need all these sub stories. Thank you, and they're great, and I love
All
that
these
you are feeding
subplots.
us. But like 3 and 4 was more
than
time.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And they did, I think, whoever did the book and the script and tried to make the things work together
Yeah.
did an excellent job.
Do you?
Yes.
I feel like there could have been more sticking to the story.
But friend, the book is not that interesting.
Okay, true.
It's wonderful to read.
It's
I loved
great
it.
to read.
I loved it.
But I liked for example, there's certain things that I would have loved. I love that he proposes after finding out she's Thistledown.
Whistledown.
I was going to call her Thistlewood.
What?
Thistlewood. I don't know why.
Slave.
Whistledown. I liked that he proposed after finding out that she's Whistledown, because I don't know how it's going to... I don't know if they're going to get married first before he finds out that she's Whistledown now. Do you remember that?
I don't think so, because I did see the titles of the next couple of episodes.
I didn't even read them.
And the internet is so scarily helpful.
Is it?
That someone had to go highlight the second last episode that had like a wedding-esque title to it. And they were like, they're going to get married there. Probably. So... They might,
so there's still going to be a long-ish engagement.
but they get married
in comparison.
first, and then he finds out she's...
No, he finds out before the carriage ride. He follows her to...
No, he finds out after.
No, friend. He follows her to... In the book, he follows her to where she... So basically, he goes to her, says, listen, I think Eloise is Whistledown.
Yes.
And she says... No, Eloise is not Whistledown. And then he's like, listen, she could be ruined, whatever. Fine, they move on. Then they go to a ball, and what's her name? I'll find the pages. But they go to a ball, and I think I'm trying to remember it properly. They go to a ball. I think Whistledown has retired at this point, and Cressida says, I'm Whistledown. And she's like,
Yes.
no, you're not.
Yeah.
Because that would suck if you were Whistledown. I doubt, you know what I mean? That's what, because she's always been her bully.
Yes.
So the thought of her being Whistledown
Yes, made her...
is like,
yes,
absolutely
it's the last thing
not.
I want.
Yeah,
And then
because
she
she's
comes
always
out of
been my
retirement,
bully.
she writes...
She
yes.
writes that. So when she leaves there, she catches a train. I mean, not a train, sorry, a carriage, and he follows her as she catches the carriage. He follows her to where they...
Yes!
Do you remember? He follows
She
her
goes to a
go...
church.
Yes, to
to
drop
go and
off
give
the
it to the
papers.
publisher.
But now I just want to double check that
Okay.
my facts are right, my timeline is right. But he does follow her.
Because there's something that happens where she said, I couldn't have told you before the engagement or before the marriage, because then you would have not left me, but something to that effect.
Oof, I can't remember.
I also can't remember.
But I know he found out before the carriage scene. He finds out when he follows her, and
Yes.
she says she can't answer his question because he gets there. He follows the unnamed
yes, because she's not where is she
carriage.
going?
Follows her.
Unattended.
Exactly.
Yes, to the church.
Worried about
Doesn't
her.
she has a piece of paper. She puts it behind the
Yes,
books
she gives
in the
it.
church.
Yes.
And then he comes and he grabs the paper and he's like, what the
is
fuck
this?
is
And then he reads
Yes.
it, and then he realizes it's whistled down, and then he's like, listen, your
Explain.
life, explain.
Yes.
That's how he gets her into the carriage.
yes.
He's not shouting. Well, he shouts at her a lot. Also, he's angry with her a lot in this book.
Because he doesn't know how to handle his emotions.
Absolutely, child. This is where he's acting like a child. But yes, he does a lot of, he fights, they fight. Next thing, it's all steamy, and things happen, and then he's like, well, are you going to marry me or not? And that's where he proposes, after finding out she's whistled down. And I kind of like that, yes. I think that's a big difference in the plot, personally, because it's almost, I don't know, for me it feels like that led to them being engaged rather than him being jealous of Debling, and that leading to him.
But I think they had no choice, because throughout the book, Eloise does not know she's Lady Whistledown.
Yeah, that's true.
But
that
Eloise
is true.
finds
But now
out
they've
at the
already,
end of season 2.
That is the other
thing. So they've already
thing.
now done that. So they had to go with it. So I don't think they could have two people knowing at the same time.
I guess
because someone has, at some point, there has to be like a.
But now I think that's unfair to their story, personally, because their story is, I don't know, usually I like this book version, and then find ways to make the series exciting without, obviously you're going to veer away from the book because TV is different, but I feel like that was important for me.
Yeah, that was a big thing.
Do you know what I mean? It's a big change. It's a big change compared, because the issue he has, like his issues, a lot of his fights with her after that regarding Whistledown, I almost feel like it's his wish to be as accomplished as she is, because she's managed to become accomplished by doing this thing, this whole body of work, which is why she doesn't like Cressida claiming it, because she even says, there's a point where she says, it's not that I want people to know it's me, I just don't want them to think it's her. It's her, because she's been a bully to me all my life, and then for her to claim my work after all this time, I don't want that. And he almost doesn't understand that, and that's him. He writes as well. She tells him, your writing is great. He does all these things in the book, and I think that's a big point of contention between the two of them.
Definitely.
And maybe they're going to play it out more in season,
so.
I mean in the next few episodes, but
maybe that's where and why we see Devlin again. Maybe something happens.
I don't think so, because that would be a big change, because the thing is, he knows he's in love with her now. Yes, he doesn't know it, but I don't think he's going to let her go at this point. And same thing in the book, he doesn't, after he proposes, there's never a point where he considers not marrying her, I don't think.
Yes, that's true.
There's never a point, and if Debling appears and sort of becomes a point of contention again, it almost implies that there was a point where maybe they wouldn't get married. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's going to appear again. Or he might appear from the distance, but I don't think he's going to be anything to contend with for... I think what he needs to contend with is her career now.
Yes.
That's what he needs to come to terms with.
With this whole secret.
Do you know what I mean? This whole secret, you've kept the secret from me. You're actually doing the thing I want to do or could be doing. He writes too, you're out here, you have a body of work and you're protecting it, and he is almost, yes, he says he's protecting her in the book, but I do feel like some of it is a little bit of jealousy. Yes, of the fact that she has this thing.
I think all of it's jealousy, because he admits at some point.
Yes, no, he does.
Was like,
actually.
oh, it's because I have nothing.
Yes,
you know,
yes,
like my
true.
brothers, like Anthony has this, and Benedict has this. But what do I have?
Yes.
Like I'm just known as, you know, the charmer. I don't have anything of like, you know,
of
substance.
value, of substance.
Yes. But I think this is where Eloise is also going to play a big role, because now she knows. Mm-hmm. So now if they get married, obviously family and whatnot. So I'm excited to see how that plays.
Friend, I'm going to have to play you the thing, because I think we need to discuss it.
the second
I mean, it's
half.
not nothing major.
But whilst
was
you're
just-
getting that,
Yes.
back to the this or that. Back to this or that. Just so we have some time, so we can gather all our things together. So obviously, London, Bridgerton, they drink a lot of tea. They've got tea time.
Yes.
So instead of a this or a that, I want to know if you have a favorite tea.
Yes.
Besides
favorites?
the tea we spill. Besides the goss.
Can I say 2?
Do you have? Yeah, go.
Okay, rooibos,
Okay.
always,
Fabulous.
and chai.
And chai.
I love chai. I love a chai.
We must go have chai. We are in the land of chai tea.
Right. Have you had the masala tea have you had the masala tea? That they have it at breakfast.
They've got tea in there.
Yeah, but that's all English black tea, black tea and
Masala
stuff.
tea.
But there's this masala tea they serve at breakfast. It's very
With
nice.
milk and
Too
sugar?
sweet though. Yeah, with milk and sugar. But it's very sweet, but it's still very good. I enjoy
love chai
it.
tea.
And they have a vibe. Like there's this kettle that she carries, and then she has these like little glass cups and just pours you a shot of masala tea.
Say less.
Come to breakfast.
I need to go to breakfast.
Yes, you do. You absolutely do.
It's wonderful.
Trailers.
Wow, nice. I
Yes.
also enjoy a chai.
Chai.
I do like a rooibos tea, but I'm a little bitch for Earl Grey tea.
Is it?
Because of the strong.
Yes,
there's got
for
like
me it's
this-
too strong.
I love it.
It's too strong
Oh, I
for
love
me
it. Because
personally.
if I drink normal tea, I leave the tea bag in the cup.
For as long as possible,
the
so that
tea
it
bag
can be
like,
as strong as possible.
Then, lost this or that. Well, more so whatever. But have you got a favorite pastry?
You know, food is my weakness.
Croissant. Croissant.
Favorite pastry.
Yes.
All the pastries are my favorite, but
I do love a good croissant.
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 But it has to be a really good one. Friend, also last night, did you have some of that barley?
What is that?
It was this barley thing. You see that thing that was like mushed up together in that pot? There was this barley. It almost tasted like barley risotto. Oh, friend.
No.
You missed out.
Oh, it's
But
'cause
anyway.
I ate a massive supper.
Oh, is it before?
Yes.
No, that thing was the one. I can't think of a croissant. Probably an eclair.
Yes.
Hey.
Ooh!
Hey.
Yes.
Exactly.
But I love, there's this girl where we used to live, she made an eclair, but then she put banana in the middle, and she mixed the cream with a little bit of caramel.
I have problems with cooked banana.
It wasn't cooked.
Okay.
She
Tell
just
me
put
more.
it in there.
Tell me more.
She just put it in there.
I don't mind.
So she made the eclair, then I think she cut the pastry
Oh,
open,
and then
put la banana inside, and then the little cream with the caramel in it also.
Yum.
I would eat those.
Okay, no, that sounds good. That does sound good.
That is
very, very
wonderful.
good, actually.
I do love any pastry though.
Yeah, me too, friend. Anything that's food.
I must say though, I think like a cupcake is at the bottom of my list because you could mess it up so quickly.
It can be a stone.
It could be a stone.
Exactly.
So
you're right.
cupcake, she's down there.
Yes, but the
But,
fluffy stuff.
The fluffy stuff.
Yes.
I must say I love a scone though.
With jam.
With jam and cream.
Yes,
Oh!
absolutely.
And then
Yes.
last little add-on. Do you have a snack, or not a snack, but you have like a favorite biscuit or something to eat with your tea?
Friend, all the biscuits.
Really?
All the biscuits. I have such a weakness for biscuits. It's ridiculous.
But with
I
tea?
love with tea. I'll probably have something shortbready. So like a tennis. But you know, there's really good There's these shortbread biscuits at Woolies that they have.
No.
They're like.
I just know the eat some mores.
Bakers Eat Some More. Isn't it Eat Some More? Oh no, sorry, I said tennis. I meant Eat Some More. Eat Some More.
Those
That's
are
very,
the
very
square.
nice. Yes, those are the shortbready ones.
Those are sweet though and buttery.
No, that's fine. That's exactly what I
So
want.
do you still drink milk and sugar with your tea
I have
and
all of
that?
the things. I want all of it.
Friend, if you got a sweet tooth,
Very, very much.
makes sense. Because
Very
I go,
much.
I want
What biscuit are you having?
a muesli rusk.
Yeah. That sounds way too healthy. I mean, I know it's not healthy, but it sounds...
But it's weird. I love a bread muffin. It's my favorite muffin.
I also like a bread muffin.
Bread muffin with just little butter on there. Mwah.
Great, delicious, but I don't know if I would call it my favorite.
It's my favorite muffin, man. It's weird.
Is it?
And a muesli rusk, but the Pick n Pay one.
Okay.
Pick n Pay one.
No, definitely not for me. I love sweet things. I love rich things. Well, I do.
Otherwise, biscuits. Just dip a little Oma in the tea.
Yeah, I'll have a rusk. I mean, who doesn't love a rusk?
Yes.
But eat some more. Yes. There's these also shortbread biscuity things
Woolies?
from Woolies. Yes.
Woolies is killing with the biscuits.
With the biscuits.
Because I love their little ginger snap biscuits and their oat snap biscuits.
And they have these coconut chocolate. They're almost like Romany creams, but way better. Girl.
Someone's got to go to Woolies.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
But no one else has a feta and spinach pie that Woolies has. And the chicken.
Oh, the barbecue. I think. Did you eat today?
That's why.
I haven't eaten today. I didn't go to breakfast.
No.
Okay.
But there's too many things. I was looking. There was not paneer. There was paratha. There was paratha.
I don't know if
I've ever
that's
had
exactly
paratha.
how you say
Paratha.
Paratha, I think.
But it's like a little round thing with things inside, isn't it? And there was dosas also.
Dosas also.
Oh my god. There's too many options on there.
They are.
But I think when I was busy ordering samosas and like a wrap thing.
Yes.
A chicken tikka.
Wrap.
Yes. Yum. Food is amazing and
food is
cheap.
great.
And it's cheap. Okay, that is all for my this or that, honestly.
Excuse me. Okay, one more.
One more?
Book or series?
No.
Series. Series.
Because I can see the deliciousness.
But I like imagining it.
So the only thing is, in the book, I like it they skipped over the parts where... so in the book, she's never kissed anyone before, right? And that's in the series.
Yes.
But in the series, she someone knows how to kiss.
Well, no, she doesn't.
Because in the book,
they
they explain. Yes, they first have a whole 3 pages of him going... Of her, like, do this, put your lips here, no, but it's close, no, but it's this. And it was cute, and it was sweet and everything, but I like that they skipped that in the series.
Yeah, true.
Even the whole thing of the carriage scene, because before that, they have a little, because he's like, oh, you've never, like, touched yourself, have you?
Oh, yes.
And then she first has to go in and do all of that first. Before that, but in the series, I was like, your hand is going further than her ankle, sir. And then she knows what to expect. And he just went, and I went, oh, okay, that's where we are.
This is where we are.
Well, that's what it is when they only give us 8 episodes.
I'm upset about that. I won't lie.
How dare they? They can at least give us like 10 or 12. Then you can give us all these extra storylines.
Absolutely.
Don't give us 8 and then give us nothing. Not nothing, but you know. Come on, sis, give us nothing, but still.
I thought it would get to at least him finding... Okay, well, no. I love where it ended because it made me want to see more.
Of course.
But I thought he would at least know that she's whistled down now because it gives us time to deal with it. Now, maybe that's why I don't like the fact that he doesn't know that she's whistled down.
But Netflix likes doing that.
No, but I feel like there's now technically 4 episodes where... he's going to have to find out, deal with it, and I wanted more time. I wanted more time where he finds out. Then we have a whole episode where he's jealous, and then an episode where he's like, actually, you know, I shouldn't be jealous.
No, Chomi, they made us wait 2 years for 8 episodes.
8 episodes.
I'm upset.
Like,
I was like, how did we get here?
But it is what it is. I still am very happy
No,
about
because
the
then
whole
how
thing.
long am I going to wait for the next season?
I feel no. That was also wasn't there. There was a writers' strike, so I think they also that was also part of the reason why things were delayed.
Oh, and Queen Charlotte also happened.
Yes,
in between that.
But we did this should have come out last year. I think it feels like I feel like it should have come out last year. When did Queen Charlotte come out?
Queen Charlotte came out last year.
Did she?
Because that is how, wow, it's actually amazing. Because that is how, I will always remember that day. It was on my birthday. That's how I got this job.
Oh.
And we were busy playing, we actually played at the Queen Charlotte premiere in South Africa. And Golda was right there. She's right there. She's an icon. Even in person, she is how she is. She is Queen Charlotte. But I was like, oh my God, it was a whole Netflix thing.
Oh, nice.
So I remember just before we went to go play, because it was this whole thing, they got 3 famous South African singers. They got Offense to conduct and stuff, and it was a whole thing. I even did a shoot, a music video shoot. Friend, I was out here in white by a beach with my cello, and it was a whole thing. But yeah, I would remember that day always. It was last year, because it all started last year.
Yeah,
last year June,
June-ish,
July.
Yeah.
So it was last year April.
Oh, jeez.
That
Okay.
Queen Charlotte
Okay.
came out.
Then maybe it's fair that they only came out with the new season now. In my mind, Queen Charlotte's happened earlier.
Yes, because it feels like it's been 4 years.
4 years since the last.
Yeah.
But it's because it was the gap between season 2 of Bridgerton and 3.
Yeah.
Because we had Charlotte in the middle.
But even Charlotte was short. Was it also 8 episodes?
All of them are short. I feel I could easily watch at least 15.
But I realized why, because I went to go watch a behind the scenes thing. It takes a while to put it together.
Absolutely.
Because most of the things are green screen. It's gonna blow your mind. I must find it. Go watch it. Most of those things are green screen. Like when they zoom out and they show all the houses, green screen.
Oh, okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
Even when they show the front of the Bridgerton house, some of them are how it is there. Otherwise, green screen.
Wow,
when they're riding in a carriage, it might be an actual carriage, but background,
green screen. Okay. I must actually watch it. They did a good job of it though, because
amazing.
I don't even notice.
Because I've always wondered, I'm like, where are they shooting this?
Yes, I thought they had a location somewhere, or they they built
even
a
the
Bridgerton land.
That bee that stung Kate.
Obviously, that was green screen.
But for some reason, I was like, they got a bee to do that. Definitely,
they trained the bee.
I was like,
they trained
the bee. You know, because you go, oh my God, a bee. No, the bees edited in there because they make it look so realistic.
No, they did do a good job of making it realistic.
Even their acting though, it's as if the bee was right there. You know,
it's because those people can act. They're out here.
They are out here in the streets. I do like that you don't see much of Kate and Anthony afterwards anymore. You just see Kate, but you don't see Anthony.
I like the idea because they did a similar thing with Daphne. In Anthony's
they just brought her back once or twice, and then
and in the book, I think they all often go to her for advice.
Yeah, in the book, Kate is quite there.
Yes, she is.
In Penelope and Colin's
book. Yes.
The one thing I do also miss from the book is that tiki-taka bouncing off relationship between Agatha, Lady Danbury, and Penelope.
Oh yes, that's definitely something because I wish was still there.
It's weird, but they had to change everything clearly because Francesca was not in the book, but she's present here.
No, but you know what? Those things I don't mind. Francesca being present,
but now Lady Danbury's energy is focused on Francesca.
Absolutely,
because someone asked her, Violet's new bae.
Yes.
The chocolate zaddy.
Yes.
Lord Anderson?
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes.
So he's not in the book either.
Yes.
But now he's here. So now there's also so many factors that throw things off. So the book wouldn't have worked with everything that's happening.
Absolutely.
But I missed that. That was
loved it.
That was a highlight in the book.
Yes, I thought it was actually important.
Because they're so similar.
Me. Exactly. Because when I started reading the series, I thought Lady Danbury was Whistledown. because it almost is like she's writing in the voice of a widow who has lived in society for so long. Do you know what I mean? The voice for me feels very much
and
like...
she says it how it is.
Yes.
But it makes sense though when someone was like, no, but she will say it to your face.
Who?
Lady Danbury. She's not about to go and write it on a piece of paper.
Absolutely.
She will say it to your face.
Yes. But I do feel like Whistledown was inspired by that relationship.
Yes.
Or at least I thought of it like that when I read the books. I remember feeling very much like it was her relationship with the chaperones, and because that's where she ends up. She ends up sitting in the corners, listening to conversations by older women or young girls or whatever. But that was, she sits with the chaperones. She sits with, those people are going to be like, listen, girl, to their friend. But she's sitting there and she's listening to the older women talk about what's happening, and that's what she ends up writing. And it, for me, gave Whistledown an older, a more mature woman's voice, which in my mind was her friendship with Danbury, because it almost feels like someone who would be friends with Danbury.
That and Julie Andrews' voice.
Yes, I mean, besides the actual voice, I don't mean the physical voice. I'm just like the written voice. Yeah, the written voice. That's what I mean by voice, by that, exactly.
I miss that dynamic in the series. I won't
Yes,
lie.
I also enjoyed it.
Like, I'm okay with everything else. I'm okay with Colin not knowing or whatever. But I was like, in the book, that stood out to me. Because she was really like Penelope's like anchor.
Yeah.
Whereas now they've taken her anchor away.
Yes.
And they've just let her
because it's almost like she's by herself.
Yes.
She's literally, once Eloise stops being her friend, she's
alone.
Her mother's crap.
Yeah.
Her sisters suck. She's by herself. Whereas she had this relationship with Lady Danbury. She had an ally whenever she was in those rooms. Now she is in the corner by herself, just hiding.
That's true.
Yeah, she spends most of the beginning of the season hiding, because she doesn't have those two relationships, because those were two people that she relied on.
Yeah. And now they've just taken them away.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I also didn't like that very much.
That's what I liked about the books more, I think.
She had an ally.
Because even Violet Bridgerton, like, interacted with Penelope a lot.
In the book.
But that's the result of her and Eloise still being friends.
Yes.
And the result, which is not there, and the result of they were living in a different house because they'd moved out, which didn't happen in the series.
Who moved out? Sorry, I'm
the
trying
mother,
to
remember? Because Kate and Anthony allude to the fact in the first episode, they were like, even the mother, she's like, sorry, I've not moved out yet. But in the book, they've moved out to number 5. Yeah?
Yes.
And she goes there to have tea every single Sunday.
Yes, around the corner or whatever. Yes.
So they tried to sort of wiggle that in the series, where she was like, I used to feel comfortable in Bridgerton House when I would go have tea, but now I don't anymore because I and Eloise are not friends.
Yes.
So there's too many snowball effects. That's why the book could not have worked out like...
But I still feel like they could have done certain things to
they've
make
done something
it work.
with that. They could have left Francesca out of it.
They could have introduced Francesca, as in,
but I think they needed something, because Felicity was not there. So they wouldn't have had that, because Felicity was like the focus sister. Of like you're out this season.
Yes.
But they don't have a Felicity, so
also,
they needed a Francesca in there.
I wonder why they didn't have a Felicity.
Was Felicity there from the beginning?
She's in the book.
Like from the beginning of the books.
Well, she's best friends with Hyacinth, who's the youngest sister.
She should have been
because later, because with all the seasons, she features quite a bit in Hyacinth's becoming a woman and coming out. So I don't know what they'll...
If Felicity wasn't there from the beginning, if she's got to be Hyacinth's age already,
yes,
then she's never going to happen.
Unless there's going to be another Felicity, another girl that becomes her friend for life.
They're going to have to wiggle that somehow.
Yeah, probably. But I'm just curious as to why they don't have her in the series. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm just curious as to the reasoning. Not so much that, I'm sure they'll figure out a way to tell the story without her, but I'm just curious as to why she wasn't there as a character. Do you get my question?
Yes.
Like, what was the reasoning behind that? Because it's nice to have, it would be nice, because Felicity was also an ally for Penelope.
Yes.
Instead of having two
Penelope-
sisters who just are
maybe they
horrible
didn't-
to her.
I don't think they wanted the seasons to be the same.
What do you mean?
Was Edwina in the second book with Kate?
Yes. Yeah.
'Cause that
That
would've-
the
that-
story
That would
story
have
as
been too similar. Because now
I
it's
don't
the same
think
thing.
so. No.
Remember?
Yeah, but in Edwina was a love interest for Anthony. It's
Yes.
not the same story.
It gives the similar vibes though.
I don't
Because when I was
think
reading the
so.
book, I was like, because the mother, they're trying
Yeah.
to push Felicity onto Colin a lot.
But
in
Colin is
the book.
never interested in her.
Yes.
And that's the difference. Anthony actually courts Felicity.
Edwina.
I mean, Edwina,
Yes.
sorry. Anthony actually courts and almost
Edwina,
marries
yes.
Edwina. Whereas in this story, I feel like Felicity is an ally to Penelope.
Yes.
And now Penelope just lives in a family of 3 women who don't like her,
Yes.
really. You know?
They did
Whereas
replace-
before she had...
They replaced Felicity with Francesca. Because at some point in the series, Francesca goes to Penelope. You can see they're very comfortable and
Yes.
they're similar.
Yes.
So
Yes,
she goes, oh, I don't.
Absolutely,
why
I did
why are we
see
here?
that. Mm.
So they've replaced.
And she says something to her like, you should get off the shelf because once you're on the shelf,
Yes,
it's hard
to get off.
Get off or something along
so
those lines.
So they clearly, they don't want to. They chose their battles, I guess.
I didn't feel like their stories were too similar between Edwina and what would have
No,
been
not
Felicity.
similar, but they were like parallels of sorts. You know, where Penelope
I get
clearly
you.
cared about the young sister a lot, as Kate did.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they had a good relationship and
Yes.
like wanted a husband for the youngest one and all of that. So there was a lot of there was a parallel, and I think they wanted to maybe make that a bit different.
Yes, I get you. But when the mother says, what does she say? When he comes to propose, basically to ask for Penelope's hand in marriage.
The mother thinks it's for Felicity.
Felicity.
She goes,
and then he's like,
come.
what?
And I
Felicity? She's an infant.
Yes.
And I'm like, yes, she's an infant, sir.
That's also the other thing though.
Yeah.
I go, are we supposed to, we can't assume that they're not the same age in the book as they are in the series. Because she has a 3rd season out, so she's 20 in the series.
Oh, are they younger?
They are older in the book.
Yeah, much older.
In the book,
yes.
years have gone by.
He's 33.
Yes.
Like 12 years have gone by.
12 years have gone by.
Yeah.
They couldn't have waited so long, I think, for the story. Because too many things happen in the middle.
Yeah, actually.
Like,
I think
what's her name? The girl that says she's Whistledown?
Ugh.
Cressida.
Also, what is this?
Isn't that the name of a car?
Yeah, Cressida.
Your mother really said.
Well, it wasn't a car back then, obviously.
That's true. Oh, well, Cressida. Because I was like, why does this sound like this?
And I have to say it as a Zulu person. Cressida.
Hey! Oh my god,
Because
yes.
you don't call it a Cressida. No.
I love that. Because she's also married in the book already.
Who? Oh, yes.
Yes.
At that point, she
So there's
is
a
married.
lot of other things that happen. So things that have changed.
Yes,
I
at
think
that
I just accepted within my constitution.
That things just changed.
Yes.
I'm trying to find these quotes. I have so many
fabulous.
quotes.
Oh, we're moving to the. We're gonna have to do another episode. Looks like it.
Another Bridgerton
Another
episode.
Bridgerton.